Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Hello, Rain. Hello, Aria. Welcome on in. Hope you're all doing well today. We are back on the Genshins today. It's been a little bit. And Sean, welcome on in as well. Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is for you guys. Welcome on in. Glad to see everyone's doing well. Yes, the Zoom finally went live. The Zoom is finally live. Still waiting on some of the other emotes to be approved. Oh wait, the Zoom is live. I didn't realize that. That's the one I didn't know was live. So that's only the smile left, the Sandile boy who needs to go live. So I got that one, and then the hug also came out, which Rain, I think you get the hug as well. Yes, you get the hug as well. Got the notification today. Let's go. Hell yeah. Welcome on in. Glad notifications work today. I have no idea why they don't work sometimes. Twitch is just mean. So is my nose right now. Spring's fun except for allergies. Anyways. We gotta do our dailies, and we got a bunch of weeklies to do, and it looks like I got a ton of resin, which is nice. I need to condense 2 of those. I need to keep enough resin to do a pep, so I'm already doing that. There we go. Green screen is not fun sometimes. Oops. Nope.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
Is that better? That looks a bit better. Yeah, notification worked for me as well. Hell yeah. Not working is that top corner of the green screen, but that's fine. New emotes, nice. Hell yes. We got the new emotes finally. Got one more waiting to be approved, but yeah, they're getting there. They are getting there. But hope everyone's doing well today. I'm gonna do weeklies today, and I'm really excited to start the new Sumeru event. Really excited for that. It's gonna be a lot to do. Did the Act 1 event today, and all the mini games. It was fun. It was okay. Good to know it's fun, because I'm really looking forward to this event. I'm not looking forward to the fact that my first commission of the day is safe conduct, though. So fun. I love this commission. You know, I'm just gotta destroy stuff in the path of the balloon and then just go a bit ahead of it and then just, you know, shoot that. That explodes.
Illusion shattered.
Okay. Yeah, wait for my E to recharge now. Don't like a certain minigame though? Okay.
You had your chance.
I'll have to try and guess to see which one it is when I get to it. Are you starting with the event today or doing the third part? I'm starting it. I haven't even touched it yet. I was waiting to do it on stream, so I have not touched the event yet, so I'm excited to see what it's gonna have.
Precision strike.
I know about Hat Guy. I do know about Hat Guy, which is hilarious because I was this close to naming him the Hat Man after like, oh, there was a bomb there. I didn't see that. I was like really close to naming him the Hat Man after like a tweet I saw about taking like 13 Benadryls or something and starting to see the Hat Man. But I just named him Galileo because fits with the Bohemian Rhapsody theme. The Spanish translation is hilarious though. Isn't it like Don Sombrero or something? Yeah, Don Sombrero. It's so funny. Oh my god. I love it so much. Don Sombrero. He sounds like a mob boss. Amazing. Technically, yeah, he kind of was a mob boss. He was a harbinger. Why are you doing that? Oh, that fixed it? Me just slapping it? Oh, that kind of worked, actually. Oh, it doesn't... Let me try moving the clip over, because it's kind of annoying me this entire time.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
Okay. Now we move back over and... Look any better? That looks worse. You go back a little bit. There we go. That looks a little... No, not doing that. There's a lighting that's off. I do this. Hang on. Yeah, that works. No, it doesn't. It makes it look worse. Why does it make it look worse? Oh. Okay. There we go.
The scribe's work is simple,
I have solved it.
which is exactly why I took the position.
Don't the explosive barrel have pyro slimes inside? Yes, they do. They have the pyro slimes that just explode when you touch them. Funny thing is that Don is like a respective prefix, kind of like what San Sama is in Japanese. Oh, okay. Actually calling someone a hat. He irritates me sometimes. Mood. Alright, but I think I fixed it. I got a ring light now. So now that I want to get that so when I start doing shorts, because I do want to start doing like shorts and stuff, I can like actually have good lighting. But yeah, that works for this too.
Illusion shattered.
Hey, where's the other guy? He's down there. I'm really excited to see all the interactions in this event. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. We got a guest from afar. It's been a while since I've had guests from afar. The bottom corner down here. That makes sense because oh, that's behind my monitor. I need to at some point figure out what commissions I need to be doing for achievements because completionism. But yeah, okay. I don't know if it's a translation thing or the dialogue for sarcastic characters just seems off like cartoony, if that makes sense. Alright. That's fair. Cartoony sarcasm. I mean, it just depends on like how they use it, I guess. Like, could be bad, could be good. I guess I'll just have to see. Oh wait, it's monthly reset, which means Abyss. I'll probably wait a little bit. If I do a stream on Wednesday, I'll probably do the Abyss. Because I am definitely not going to be doing it today. I already have a lot to do today. So today's plans is after finish the commissions, it's going to be weeklies. I guess we can do the standard pulls from the monthly reset, and then it's going to be the event. And then I have to plan some videos for next week. So it's going to be a good day.
There is no escape.
That was easy. Just exploded. They all exploded. So fun. Up, I'm behind the desk now. It's also a weekly reset. Do you have foods that I need? I'll take some of these. Take some butter. I'll take some violet grass. To go around and also get a bunch of food dishes and stuff because I am working on mastering every single recipe in the game. So that's a fun little side project I've been working on. By the way, how far are you into Star Rail? I couldn't watch the VOD. I'm... how far am I? I'm still on Bellabog. And I just reached the part where you fight, Big Robot Man, Svarog. I did that last night off stream. Fought Big Robot Man. Because I don't know if I'll be able to do it all on stream. But, yeah, I'm about that far, so I'm not even off the first planet yet. But he's really cool. It was a really cool fight. I'm just rescuing Clara from the mine, so yeah, not too far behind then. Literally on that part. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was worried I'd be too far behind because, like, in the LoreTuber Discord server I'm in, everyone's, like, talking about, oh yeah, we're on the next planet already, and we're, like, level 40. I'm like, how are you guys already, like, adventure level 40? I'm sitting at like 24 now, I think, because I finally got the Ascension thing. I'm still at like 24. Oh, look at that. Mika Friendship level 10. I was not expecting that. I should probably have the spreadsheet open for the weekly bosses anyway. Wait, there's more planets after this? Yeah, I think there's at least one more. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure how many there are. I know there's the space station, there's Bellabog, and there's another planet that I don't know the name of. Dendrohypostasis drop, not loading. There it goes. Loading up the spreadsheet. Loading up the spreadsheet. Should have done this before I started the stream, but I forgot to. I forgot to. Oh, do 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 do. Yo, Slayer, welcome on in. The Jianshu Liufu, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly at all, is the next area. Okay. Okay, that sounds cool. Well, welcome on into the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Hopefully my throat clears up too. Alright, open. Come on. Load the rest of it. Ollie's name card isn't loading. Come on. Ollie, why isn't your name card loading? Everything is loaded except for Kale's name card. There it goes. Alright, so that's Mika Friendship level 10. So as of this moment right now, for the next day, for the next 24 hours, I have every single character at Friendship level 10, and my camera is lagging out. Every single character at Friendship level 10. Camera, why are you lagging out? When I'm not clicked on OBS. What is happening? I'm on OBS, hello. Don't know anything about this game, just playing blind. It's been fun. Yeah, I don't really know much either, but it's been really fun going in blind. Just hoping for the Genshin crossover high on Copium. Well, there was the Wing Glider. You can see the Wing Glider. I think it's somewhere in the space station. You can see the Wing Glider, so the Genshin crossover right there. If that is every single character at Friendship level 10. Except for Baiju and Kave, because they're technically not out yet. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, what else did I need to do? Oh, did I not claim the expeditions? Oh, I guess that's where the 5-star I got would be. What's his name? Yanqing. I think that was his name. Yanqing, something like that. The Rain Swords type back. Yeah, I got him too. He's so cool. I love him. Swords Descent. And then the rest of these. Getting a lot of apples and roses and horror fruits. Yo, Timothy, welcome on in. Hello, how's it going? It's going pretty good. We're just doing our Genshins today. I gotta head over to the Serenity Pot. Yeah, we're just doing some Genshins today. Gonna be doing the weeklies, new Sumeru event, so yeah, pretty good. Then we'll get there one day. Got him on my first 10 pull. Nice. First 10 pull.
This realm is
I got Welt on the limited banner. I don't know why I just claimed that friendship EXP. I could have just saved that for Baishu and Kave, but okay. Yeah. Why is my throat just not being nice today? Yeah, but I got think. There we go. Bit better. Yeah, I got Welt in like my third pull on the limited banner. I got Welt, and then I got Seal like 25 pulls later. So I was like, okay. Okay. Mora, we need Mora. This is a cool event. Can I give you a non-spoiler tip before you start? Yeah, sure. I'm always good with non-spoiler tips. When is Baiju coming out? Tomorrow at 1 p.m., I believe. So I think it's like 25 hours from now. Yeah, but just over 25 hours from now. Or it might be at 2. It might be over just 26. I'm not exactly sure. Either 25 or 26 hours. One of those two. I was watching your Nymphs artifacts set vid this morning. Such an interesting lore behind those. I agree with your theory on the name of the artifacts, foreshadowing Fontaine stuff. I really hope that part's true. Like, I said it was unlikely. It's probably unlikely, but oh my god, I will be so excited if that's true. If we get Hex and Circle and Istaroth lore there, that'd be so cool. Yeah, thank you for watching the video. Glad that you enjoyed it as well. It was a very fun video to make. Also very painstaking at parts because, man, that lore is tough. And that lore was tough to dissect. I had to find many different people to help figure that stuff out. My goodness. Anywho. We don't need Mika on this team anymore. I don't know, we'll just add Gokubi or something.
Take heart. Victory
For
will
now.
be ours.
What have I been using? I've been using this team, right? Yeah, the lore is all over the place for that artifact set. It was like, it's just like, you gotta go here, you gotta go there, all over the place. It was crazy. Feel like they will tease Istaroth or Promoter 1 stuff on every region now? I really hope so. I want more lore on all of them. Oh, I got a perfect dodge type, but I did not. Ow. Did I not get the particles for that even though it counted as going? That's rude.
Weak.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Inferior. The eye sweeps the land.
Nice space.
Get out of here.
Shut her up.
This is gonna hurt.
At the frying pan.
Fine. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Time to go.
Close. That was really close. Ouch.
Who's next?
This body is eternal. Purge all obstacles.
I'm going in. Eat this.
Perish.
Wind strike.
I love this theme.
Inferior.
And heals.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Nice and spicy. You're toast.
One with wind and cloud.
Shoot.
Witness the final calamity.
At the frying pan. It's the fire.
Close. Oh, wait, what? I was in the thing! What do you mean? How did I just die? How did my child just... I was literally in the thing. Wasn't I? Man, that's just rude.
Eternity is in my hands.
I think it was up I was in the... Did I just walk out of it by accident or something? I swear I was in the thing. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand. Eat this.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds come. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Look at all those numbers.
Lightning. Obey me.
Boba, get
Your
them.
verdict is decided.
Oh, where?
Teamwork is dreamwork. At the frying pan.
Be gone! Fallen leaves. Adorn my You're mine.
Absurd. Illusion. Distractions are but
Oh,
distractions.
not this. Come on. Sure.
Shattered.
Oh, she went back into the thing.
Purge all obstacles.
Wind strike.
Okay.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
We're almost there.
One with wind and cloud.
Everybody stand back. Perish. Nice and spicy.
Inferior.
Got her. Alright, I need to catch back up. Okay. There are moments where you can miss dialogue if you move the story forward. The character who shows the ... on the map is the one who moves the story. Okay. Also, there are a few characters not directly involved in the event who move around like Lisa did in her event. Okay. Really like Ryan's VA. Yeah, she's really, really good at this. Drew, make sure you go to every character before moving ahead with the story. There are hidden dialogues and characters that will not show up on the map. Okay. Very good then. Thank you for letting me know. We got 2 of the meaning of... I don't need any more of these. I literally do not need any more of these. Okay, well, I'm going to convert 1 to a hand. I got a billet, too. Got a prototype billet. I got the catalyst one. Those are actually really nice, though. But I don't need any more of the meeting of eons. How rare are the billet drops, though? Like, I know they're rare, but, like... Is it, like, 10%? 5%? Very rare? I'm not sure exactly how many there are, but... I mean... I should be more excited about the billet, but I'm just upset that I got more meaning of eons because I don't need any more of those. I literally have all the ones I'll ever need. Here, you're just gonna turn you into a hand. There. So glad you asked. I have data. Oh, really? Well, I'm really interested to find out, actually, because I have no idea how much a billet is. How rare a billet is, rather. I kind of want to know. Alright. And we're going on to Scaramouche. Where this team really shines, actually. Heal a bit first. Okay. Jumping into the weekly. Into the Scaramouche. Into the Scaraboss fight. Do I have a battle pass thing? What's the battle pass thing? Oh. Using the resin. Okay. Wow.
Bow before me, worm.
No. I will not.
Get them. You're toast.
Wind strike. Time to go.
Let's light it up.
Insignificant pest. Time to go.
And you are now paralyzed.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
There you go.
Who's next? Wind strike.
Nice and spicy.
You cannot defy me, mortal.
Yeah, I can. Watch.
Everybody stand.
My endless cycle begins.
Ow.
Time to go. No time to lose. Perish!
Hit him. Hit him.
Insignificant pest.
it's the healing one, okay.
Wind strike.
Yeah, there we go. I just realized that Genshin map is very, very much bigger than Breath of the Wild map. Like in my head, they're always the same. Yeah, Genshin's map is a lot bigger now. Definitely at the start, Breath of the Wild was bigger, but Genshin is definitely just like, been like, hey, I'm just gonna grow so much that it's just insane.
Let's light it up nice and spicy.
God damn. Got him. Ow. That hurt. We missed that time, okay.
Tremble.
I will not tremble, sir. Okay. This is fully charged, but I'm gonna wait before I use it, because I can show you guys something. I already got the achievement, but I can show you guys something. If you hit him, if he does this,
Reality?
if you hit him during this attack, and you break the shield, you get an achievement for that. So you should do that. You can get an achievement.
World. One with nature.
So now you really
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
I'll catch up with chat after I finish this boss fight. I get really focused during weekly boss fights. How did I miss that terribly? What the heck? There we go.
Possible.
Going in.
He too on a Bennett ult? Okay.
Clouds high. The birds come. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. I can't.
Well, Child didn't go to Celestia this week like he did last week. He just blew up in the sky. What are we gonna get? 2 puppet strings. Did we get the same thing last week? I feel like I got 2 puppet strings last week as well. Not complaining because I want those for Nahida, but... Alright, let's see. I've been tracking my weekly boss drops for... Camera, please. I've been tracking my weekly boss drops for 11 weeks now. I do 3 per week only. So out of the 33, I've gotten 4 billets. However, my personal experience dictates that I've been lucky lately. I plan to track until I get to 100 fights to have a better average. Okay, very cool. So, 4 within 33 fights. That's not bad. That's about 1 in 10. Not bad. Not only weekly boss drops, also world boss drops, talent, and weapon domains. Okay, very, very cool. Are you planning to play Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? Oh, hell yes, I am. We are playing so much Tears of the Kingdom. I loved Breath of the Wild so much. I'm going to be 100%ing Tears of the Kingdom as soon as I can. I'm so excited for it. So excited for it. Missing this achievement. I usually run like a headless chicken during this boss fight. Oh my gosh. Welcome back, Rain. Welcome back to the stream. We're still working on the weeklies and stuff. So you haven't missed much. I think I use this team for a pep, so. Oh, right. I have to do, that looks different. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I'm probably just going crazy. I need to do the Stardust exchange. Alright. So we got some standard wishes to do, so let's do some standard wishes. Got 5 standard wishes to do. Yo, Guara Vazus, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly at all, but welcome on into the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Too much Honkai Star Rail things start looking different. Yeah, I'm just so used to Star Rail now. It's like all the layout looks different. Oh, that's a 4-star. What's it gonna be? Give me like a starter constellation. I'd love that. Sure. Give me a Dragon's Bane. I didn't mean to fully close out of that. Give me a Dragon's Bane. That's what I wanted. And one more. Nope. Okay. Well, that's the 5 standard wishes. So now let's go fight a pep. In the realm of beginnings. Ooh, spooky boo. All right. A pep, one pep. One pep, two pep, red pep, blue pep. I feel like the novelty of Breath of the Wild is gone now for me, since it was the first like big open world game to do so much exploration. That's fair. Yo, Rain, thank you so much for the 245 biddies. Thank you, Rain. Very much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited for like what they do differently with Tears of the Kingdom because it looks like they'll have like obviously they'll have Sky Islands and everything, but they'll also have like the underground area. So I'm really interested to see what the exploration is like
Stabilize.
and what they plan on doing with it.
Let's light it up.
I will have order.
Everybody stand back.
Torn to oblivion.
Oh, you went underground right as I did the Rodden Burst, you little shit.
Shine down.
Just call the snake a little shit.
Here comes the catch.
Okay, you know what? I said last week Senora's is my favorite boss theme. Peps is my favorite now. It is completely grown on me. This is like my new favorite boss theme. I still love Senora's, but oh my god, I love this theme so much.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I was gonna say, if you go under again when I use Raiden's Burst, I'm gonna kill you. I mean, I'm gonna do that anyway, but still. Oh, my shield's gone.
Let's light it up.
There we go. Really put this into words for me. I'm mostly only excited for the story and hopefully actual dungeons. That's fair. I'm really excited for the open world exploration. That's just because I love exploring worlds and stuff. Even if it's the same world, it's been so long since I've like fully gone around and explored every nook and cranny of that Hyrule. So I'm going to be loving this game.
I'm going in.
Pac-Man, die.
Order guide you.
Let's light it up. Adventure time. Gotcha.
No, not deadly monsters. It was the Roly Boy. Don't worry, I have fully charged Raiden Burst I'm gonna kill it with. Stop firing. I like this style of a weekly boss. I don't think I've said that yet, but I like this style of having to fight out little guys to
This is order.
get a big guy.
Solidify.
To get a big guy. That makes sense.
Things are about to get dicey.
Alright, get out of there. Get out of here. Oh, is that the annoying DNA man?
Gotcha.
Annoying DNA man.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Alright, there we go. I need to listen to it outside of the battle, like really listen. It's a good idea too. I've done it. It's so good. This part especially. Just listen to this. Just how good is that?
There is no escape.
Quietly now.
Order guide you.
Okay, when you go into the... Oh, this part is just so good. Like, it feels like you're fighting just a primordial being.
Let's light it up.
It's so good.
Illusion shattered.
Things up. Everybody stand back.
Now you shall perish. There is no escape.
Okay, that's rude.
Stabilize. I will have order.
How did I die? I die? He was dead. How did I die? Rude. Okay. Okay, we got a Primordial, Green Bloom, and an Ever Amber. Okay. Very nice, very nice. We got another billet. Huh? How the heck? I got 2 billets out of the 3 boss fights I did today. You know, the only extra billets I've ever gotten have been bow billets. I'm not even kidding, because when 3.0 released, I converted 2 of each of my Northlander billets into Midlander billets. Then we got, then I used 1 of those each to make the new weapons, so then I was back to 1 of each. Then after the Tree of Dreams, I was back to 2 of each, and I have 5 of the bows. It's the only one I've gotten. I haven't gotten any of the other ones from weekly bosses. It's just been the bow billet. It's insane. I need to catch up on chat a little bit now. My lord, don't remind me of Breath of the Wild dungeons. The same animation for 70, 80 times to go into them still gives me nightmares. Oh my gosh. I mean, I liked the shrines, but yeah, I definitely agree they need more unique dungeons in Tears of the Kingdom. Hey, so you're a musical person, right? You have some guitars. What do you like to play and listen to? I like a lot of music. I like classic rock. I like Tally Hall music, so just like insane random stuff. But I like pretty much anything. Actually, island music. Like I love Jimmy Buffett. I have Coldplay. I love Coldplay. Tally Hall, like I said, Pink Floyd, Marillion. There's a lot. I like a lot of music, and like I love classical music too, which is why I love Genshin's OST so much as well. So there's so much. I just like a lot of music, and I play music. Obviously, guitars. I got a keyboard. I got a drum set. I got a violin. I got kazoo, the best instrument. I got an ocarina, which actually fell off my shelf and broke. That's fun. But yeah, I love a lot of music. So I've only gotten 1 Sumeru billet for Catalyst, and that's it. Yeah, I just feel like I haven't gotten a lot of Sumeru billets. Like I've gotten a ton of the Northlander billets, but like Sumerus have been like less common for me, I feel like. Kazoo, the best instrument. Hell yeah. It's over on my shelf. I'll have to go grab it one day and just play it on stream. Music stream 1. You do it right now. Watch this. Guess what? I got a mini keyboard over here on my desk. Let me turn down the volume because it is really loud. But wait, I can't see my microphone level. Hang on. Just want to make sure you can hear it properly. Now it's too quiet, actually. It's Megalovania. I can play some Genshin. It's hard to do it on this, but I can play Senora's theme. See, I like Senora's theme. Yeah. I can play a bit of Senora's theme. I want to learn the rest of it, but I know like the intro part of it. Much better on my bigger keyboard over there. I do a music stream one day. I think that'd be a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun to do a music stream, but yeah. I do enjoy me some music. I'll also learn some Genshin stuff to play, and I'll take a look at the Honkai OST as well. Let's see. Oh, I did the Stitch voice right there for a second. I can only play guitar. I learned that as a teenager to impress my crush. Honestly, fair though. Like guitar's a lot of fun to play. I've been doing a lot more of that recently. It's a lot of fun. So, I mean, no matter how you learn it, it's still a fun instrument to play. I need to think now. Because I was thinking of something and now I forget what I was thinking of. Right, I remember what I was thinking of. I need to do weapon material domain as well. Oh nice. Battle Pass level 37. Get some talent, not talent books. Hero's Wit. What am I sitting at? Get 800 Hero's Wit and 2,000 of the other one. Where's this is the weapon material domain. I'm really excited for Fontaine. You know what I'm gonna do? The night Fontaine comes out. I'm gonna stream, and I'm not gonna do the story that night. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go straight to the talent and weapon domains and get those done so I can get the new talent books and new weapon essential materials so I can have them in my inventory already. Because that's the way I roll. I just like having talent and weapon materials everywhere, so this is like a pretty decent hyper bloom, I guess. Fontaine is going to be so cool. It is going to be so... I'm so excited. I have a lot of plans. Like, obviously I have the Fontaine miniseries, but I'm also planning something which I've been calling the Fontaine... Or I have the Fontaine Speculation miniseries, and I've been planning something called the Fontaine Speculation mini-series, which is just going to be like shorts. Um, it's a stupid name, but it works, I guess. But I want to do like that and stuff so I can have like a bunch of smaller ideas that wouldn't fit into like big videos and stuff. And talk about stuff like that and like, because I've had a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk about like fishing, and all that. Like, so smaller predictions that wouldn't fit into a bigger video, you know? Something like that. I will not be watching anything of Fontaine before starting the Archon quest. Totally fair. Totally understand that. I won't be starting the Archon quest on stream until, like, my plan is the night it drops, so like 10 or 11, hopefully before 11, so I can actually get the weapon and talent domain stuffs done. That night I'm just going to be doing the talent weapon domains and a bit of exploration, looking for Hydroculus, doing the statues and stuff, opening the map. That's pretty much all I'm going to be doing that night. In the morning, after everyone's gotten a bit of time to do the story, then I'll start the story and stuff like that.
I see everything.
There is no escape.
Hold the line.
And I love Hyperbloom. Hyperbloom is definitely my favorite reaction right now. Getting introduced to the region with the actual introduction seems so much more rewarding. That is true. That is true. Getting introduced yourself than watching it, but yeah, I totally get that. Oh, got the gold one. So yeah, I'm going to be waiting a little bit before starting the story so that everyone has some time to get it done themselves. We'll be doing it the morning after it comes out rather than right as it comes out. So hopefully I'm a bit behind everyone else so everyone else can play it first and I'll do it. So something like that. It'll be fun. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited for Fontaine. I might just switch to Kokomi.
Rest and rebuild.
I'm just really excited for that. I'm really excited to see how the story's going to play out, how everything's going to play out, what harbingers are going to be involved, everything like that. And I'm really excited to do the Fontaine Speculation mini-series because it's just such a silly name.
Let's move out.
There is no escape. Ha, ha.
I just got killed by Hyperbloom. That's fair too. Oh, the streamer life. Indeed, the streamer life, Mr. Streamer Man. I'm gonna be lurking again. Enjoy your lurk, Rain. Enjoy your lurk. Alright, that's all the weapon essential material I can do right now. Because I need these talismans for 3 weapons. Primarily trying to get Xiphos Moonlight up. Up, we are dropping a few frames. We are dropping a few frames and it's back to normal. We are good. Where I'll be watching? Hell yeah, I'm really excited. I want to do like a few more things. Like to get like hype for it. Like, hype for Fontaine. Like do some other things, but I'm not sure what to do yet. I want to like do a bunch of stuff. I want it to be like a big event. Because it is a big event. Fontaine's coming out. But yeah, I want it to be like a really, really cool event. So, I'm excited for it. I got a bonus on each one so far. Nice. Alright, wait, did I need some of the silver ones? I feel like I needed some of the silver ones. I did need some of the... I literally needed silver ones for both of these, actually. That's fine. Because my priority was Xiphos Moonlight, so... And... there we go. Level 90 Xiphos Moonlight. About time. And I will fast equip this onto Alhaitham. Pretty much the same, but it matches him better than the umbrella does, so I like it better on him. Look at that. That looks so much better with him. That looks so much better. It literally matches him. Come on. All hypostasis are out now, right? Yes, all the hypostasis are out. because the Dendro one was the last one, so we have Electro over here, Animo up here, Geo's down here, Pyro's over here, Hydro's over here. Where's the other one? Cryo's on Dragon's Mind, that's right. Cryo's over here, Dendro's over here, and then, of course, the most important one, Physical Hypostasis, is over here. I feel like we may see another hypostasis in all the other regions, like in Inazuma with the Electro one. Yeah, that might be true. We might see more hypostases. I'm interested to see if there's going to be like more Regisvines or something. If we get like Hydro Regisvine or something more like other versions of the Oceanid. Like we got the Oceanid, then we got the Thunder Manifestation, which is similar. What if we got a Time Hypostasis? That'd be interesting. I mean, it is near... Fontaine is literally underneath Celestia. We could get more like Celestial-like bosses. That'd be really cool. That would be really, really cool. Alright, though. It is time to start the event. Let's see how much more I have. I have 6.4 million more, which is plenty enough for Baiju and Kabe tomorrow. Yeah. Let's head over to the Academia to start the event. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright. It's been a while since I've heard this music. It's so good music. Just hasn't played when I've been Sumeru, but I love this song.
A moment, if you would.
Hello.
Are you two the famous Traveler and Paimon by any chance?
Yeah, that's us. We are famous. Oh, mine up. Auto.
We sure are. And who are you?
Like, doesn't the two
My name
hypostases
is
represent the
Gus,
two Electro
a
Archons,
member
similarly
of
maybe two
Academia
Hydro, Pyro, and
Extravaganza
Crowd? That'd be
Fame.
really cool.
Have you two heard of this
Yeah,
festival?
I really like that idea, because we did get the other Electro Hypostasis. It'd be really cool if we did get it for the others, too. The only reason there's one Dendro is because everyone forgot about Ruka Devata, so... Really cool. More hypostases. I love the hypostasis, but I do want more unique bosses at the same time, but like, hypostasis lore. Only just now we've heard the festival.
Why we're here?
Is that so? Looks like our advertising is working. Since you're both interested, would you mind if I gave you a brief explanation of the event?
That'd be helpful.
So, the Academia Extravaganza is a
Animo and
grand
Geo
event
one
run
is
by
they
the
are the original.
Academia with
Yes,
a
they are
long
the
and
original.
storied history. To be precise, it can be divided into the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship.
Wisdom Gala and
The gala
Introduction
is held
Championship.
annually.
Okay.
During this time, all 6 Darshans will set up booths throughout the city and host guests to showcase the most fascinating aspects of their school, and thus increase their influence.
Okay.
On the other hand, the championship is held once every 4 years. Each Darshan will send a representative to vie for the position of Grand Champion. This
Alright.
year, the gala is being held alongside the championship, so the mood in the city is, as they say, at an unprecedented fever pitch.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks a bunch for the detailed explanation.
You don't like them that much too,
You're
but the
most
lore.
welcome.
Yes, the lore. We need
Answering
lore.
questions regarding the Academia
The event has some lore, so make sure to
Extravaganza
keep
is
track
my
of the
job.
side quests. Okay.
And
I will keep track.
I actually do
Definitely
have
much better with
something
voice
I would like
quests
to
than I
ask
am
the
with
two of you.
unvoiced quests, though.
Need our
This'll
help
help.
with something?
Well, let me begin by saying that this
I like
year's
this guy's voice. He
Academia
does have a nice
Extravaganza is
voice.
of utmost importance to us. Lesser Lord Kusanali and the sages came up with a plan for the Academia to recruit talented people from the desert starting next
Oh,
year.
that's cool.
As such, we've invited a great number of desert dwellers to take part in this festival. So
They're
they
being
can
more open
hopefully
to it now that
experience the Academia's
Lesser Kusanali's
atmosphere
taken
ahead of
over, now
time.
that Heat has taken over. I
I've
like
heard
that.
the two of you are famous across both the rainforest and desert. With your participation, especially in the Inter-Darshan Championship, more people will definitely come to appreciate the festival.
Exactly. Or do you mean you
Yeah,
want us to
progress. Let's
join
go.
you?
Hell yeah. I love it.
But
It's so
then we would
cool.
have to deal with exams and essays and stuff like that.
So
No need
cool.
to worry. The championship participants have already been selected. I mean to invite the two of you as guest commentators. Your
Yo,
job
we're
will
gonna be
to observe
commentating. Hell
and
yeah.
record every part of the competition. There's no pressure. Just follow each match and enjoy the festival. Aside from that, we'll also prepare some compensation for your efforts. We won't have
Compensation,
you
you
working
say?
for free.
Okay.
That kind of sounds like a sweet deal. What do you think?
We're the
You can
participants
head over to
anyways.
the festival venue later. An organizer there will introduce each participant. Some of them even might be people you recognize. I'll leave it at that for now.
I'm guessing everyone we're
So,
gonna recognize.
How about it? Would you like to take this commission?
We'll give it a go.
Wow, having fun while getting paid? This sounds awesome!
The
That
main
sound pretty
event
sweet
venue
deal.
is at the outskirts of the Citadel of Regzar, and the organizer you're looking for is Karina. Tell her the situation and she'll
Okay.
get you set up. The championship is going to begin soon. I wish you a good experience serving as commentators. If you have any doubts, come find me anytime.
Thank you. He's cool. I like him.
Alrighty, off we go!
Hope we get to see the changes next year in event or something. That'd be so cool. We come back to Sumeru and like everything's. Oh, that'd be so cool. I'm always like really excited, looking forward to the future of Genshin, see what's coming in the future, and like looking back, see how things have changed. Like my favorite thing to do is to look at the map and like think about how when I first started playing, it was just this area and this area here. I started playing at 1.2, so Dragonspine was out, but before that Dragonspine wasn't. But like how we had like just this little bit, and then all of a sudden we have all this stuff here. Then we got the chasm, and then we got Sumeru, and then we got more Sumeru, and then all this up here. It's like so much bigger than it originally was. It's insane. And then soon we're gonna have Chenyu Vale, and then Fontaine, and there's so much coming. It's insanely cool. And I'm really, really excited for it. I can't wait to like we're at the end of Snezhnaya and we look back at like how big the map is compared to how it was. Because you know I'm gonna be doing that. You know I'm gonna be doing that. Going down the ramp, going down the ramp. Imagine how fun it would be to like get in a shopping cart or something and go down that. That's a horrible idea, but that'd be so fun. Do you think Chenyu Vale will be before Fontaine? You said that in one of your videos a while ago. I still think so, yes.
Welcome,
Either
one and all, to
before
the
or at the
Academia
same time. So I'm guessing like 3.8.
Now then,
Hopefully
allow me
3.8.
to reveal the prizes for this iteration of the Interdarshan Championship.
Yeah, because Chenyu Vale, I think I'm thinking it will be before Fontaine because it just makes sense because it's been described as the gateway from Liyue to Fontaine. And it's been getting like a few more mentions recently, so I'm thinking it definitely will be either before Fontaine in 3.8 or with Fontaine in 4.0. One of those two. I'm guessing they'll give it its own update though. So probably I'm leaning towards 3.8, but we'll just have to wait and see. That'll be fun. Yeah, it will be really fun. I'm really hoping before, so we have more time to explore that before Fontaine, but who knows?
Monetary rewards, research funds, a limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card,
Ooh,
and the right to wear the Diadem of Knowledge.
oh, that looks
I
cool.
believe that I need not elaborate as to how this is a symbol of great honor. She should be Karina, right? Looks like she's in the middle of something. Let's wait till she's less busy, then go introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Diadem of Knowledge. What a perfect work of art.
I wish Baiju was released with that area. Yeah, me too, but at the same time, what if we get like a Fontaine character released with Chenyu Vale? That'd be really cool.
Must be a rare genius indeed.
Like if we get a Fontaine character visiting Xiaoying Village in Chenyu Vale, that'd be really, really cool.
20 years ago, a researcher named Sachin bought it for a large sum of mora before donating it to the Academia.
Okay.
The generous championship prizes are also sourced from his
Opium.
sponsorship.
Hell yeah, that's what I live
Before
on.
we begin, allow me to express our gratitude to this researcher, who cannot be with us
Oh.
right now.
Why am I glitching? Why is there a ghost?
Things can only get worse.
What is happening?
Things can only go from bad to worse.
We were what? Who are you?
Nature begets conflict, and conflict begets ruin. From the beginning,
This filter again.
the seeds of wickedness
Secrets.
have
I want to
been.
know what secrets are happening.
Hey, stop spacing out!
Basically, I was like having a nightmare, Paimon.
Didn't respond. You okay? Did you stay up late without telling Paimon?
I
All
was.
right. I'm sure we're all more than ready for the championship to begin.
You posing NPC? Hell yeah.
Let's invite our 6 Darshan representatives to the stage. Our contestants are
Tenari!
representing Amor
Oh, we're getting like custom introductions to them?
Representing Spontamod, Sino!
I know. Layla!
Representing Rotawahist, Layla!
Layla! Farzan!
Representing Haravatot, Farzan!
Yay! Getting all the characters. There he is! There's my boy!
Representing Kasharawar, Kabe!
There's my boy!
And for Vahumana... Huh? Is Vahumana's representative not here yet?
The emblems are cool. They are really, really cool. It's like Fatui Harbingers, but for Sumeru Academia.
These introductions are pointless.
There he
Let's
is.
just get this over with.
Wait a sec. Why is he Vahumana's
Yo.
representative?
Wander is the representative.
Our final contestant is Vahumana's representative, Hat Guy!
That guy, look at his eyes. He's like, that guy. That's me.
Oh, so that's Hat Guy. I think I've seen him before.
You know who he is?
That guy.
I've heard that he's a researcher from a different country who nominally belongs to Vahumana. Word
Okay.
is that he's written
Kave is so
long
relatable in this fan. I'm really
analyses.
excited for it.
His manner of speech hasn't made him popular amongst most other Vahumana
Wanderer makes me
researchers,
laugh so much.
but
He's
his
such a
comings
bud.
and goings
He's
are
such a
quite
bud. I
irregular,
love that.
So he doesn't interact with others much.
Aside from his more controversial aspects, his perspectives are considered quite incisive.
Okay.
Vahumana has seen a dearth of new talent lately, and some of its existing ones are not currently at the academia, so I suspect he might have been their only option.
It's just kind of weird. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd participate in competitions like this one.
Kave represents me, broke AF. Oh my gosh.
Now that we have our 6 contestants, the championship will soon begin. Who will triumph this time around? Hold on to your hats, because we're all on this ride together.
Oh, look at the butterflies. Look at them. Look at them go. Look at them. That's so
We
cool.
really do know a lot of the contestants.
We know all of them.
Oh, right. We're guest commentators, aren't we? So figuring out everyone's reasons for participating is in our job description.
Okay.
Let's go ask them when we go say hi. Especially him. Paimon still thinks
We're just
it's
judging
weird
him.
that
Stop
he's here.
judging him, Paimon. He's cool. Tenari and Sino over here. Oh wait, this is the first round where we get the new Tenari voice actor. That's actually really exciting. Will I do Act 2 today too? Most likely, yeah. Most likely, yes. We'll see how long it takes
Hey,
though.
Tenari, we came here to check out this extravaganza event, and then they invited us to be guest commentators.
Is that so? I heard that there
New
were
voice
guest
actor.
commentators recording the proceedings with cameras, but I didn't expect they'd be you two.
I love the new voice actor.
It's a pleasant surprise that you're visiting Sumeru again while I'm still on leave. When everything comes together perfectly like this,
He should be
I
judged
don't
man's a
forget
war
the
criminal.
factor,
True though.
because it's always rice to meet stew again.
Oh, Sino. I love him. Making the jokes already.
Ugh.
Traveler likes it at least.
So,
Rice
Tenari,
to meet
you're
stew again.
representing Amurta, and Sino is representing Spontamod. But haven't you both already graduated? Can alumni also take part in a competition?
I had wondered the same thing. When I was told the news, I was actually more shocked than you are now.
Okay.
I later found
Alumni
out
can take
anyone
part.
who has been
Okay.
a part of a particular darshan has the right to participate. Graduation status has no effect.
Okay.
So that's a rule, huh?
There are some restrictions, though. For example, sages cannot participate. Any given person can only participate in one instance of the championship, and so on.
Okay.
That's right. Also, there are 2 methods by which the darshan representatives are chosen. One is self-nomination, and the other is to be recommended by over half of one's darshan.
You must have been a case of the latter, Tainari.
I heard that quite a few of your juniors petitioned for your candidacy.
Hey. Tainari's
Sometimes I
popular.
wish I could clap a few of them over the head and tell them to spend that time on studying instead.
Oh, Tainari.
Well, you can, but after some consideration, I realize this could be a good opportunity for me.
Okay.
Next month, we're having a public lecture on ecology at Gandharvaville. If I participate in this event,
Do you like how they
I
handled the
might be
Wanderer
able to
interlude quest?
utilize
I
its
did like it,
popularity
yeah.
to promote the lecture.
I was a bit shocked at first,
I'm
but
not that concerned
like
about
how they
becoming
like
the
just like
champion.
erased him for a moment there, but I was like,
Someone here.
I really liked it, yeah. I really liked the Wanderer interlude quest. He gets a new chance to better himself, which I like. And like, you know, not be trapped by his past and being manipulated by a Dottore anymore. So it's nice. I like it for him.
Yes, I'm using the last of my leave for this. When I heard that a limited edition Genius
Of course, I
Invocation
know.
TCG card was one of the prizes, I signed myself up. This year's card is a rare one indeed. It would be a shame if I missed out on it.
Wait, is it some kind of super powerful card?
No, it's a very common one. But it has a holographic layer.
Okay. Okay, Sino.
So, what's the point?
It's very cool.
That is true.
Paimon meant apart from being very cool.
That is reason enough. I shall do my all to emerge victorious and
I love
add it to
Sino.
my deck.
As someone who doesn't play cards much, I can't quite relate. But it
love
isn't
Sino so
surprising
much.
that everyone has their own reasons for taking part in the tournament.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Alright, let's go find someone else to question.
Question, what are we like? Are they under arrest, Paimon? Or are we just questioning them? Like, okay. Yo, look at all these guys together.
Kaveh, Farzan, Layla!
Hello. Yeah, but literally changing history while he only remembers and deals with it himself kind of ifs me, not gonna lie. That's fair. But at the same time, it's like, I think it shows how emotionally immature he kind of was and how he kind of needs to grow about that. Like, and at the same time, it's really tragic if you think about it, because he found out the backstory of what really happened with the Tataru Tsuna incident, and his first reaction was to try and just erase himself from the world, basically, just trying to like erase his existence entirely, which is really sad if you think about it. So basically, he wasn't intending to remember it later on. He just wanted to just be done, put it lightly. But now that he has to deal with it, he's accepting that it's part of him. That history happened. He's accepting that happened, and he's trying his best to move on from it. So I like it. I like that he's like trying to deal with himself and like get it better. But I wish they reversed it back in the end and everyone remembered. I think that would just be a bit of an easy out though, because tampering with Ermintel is like a really tough thing. And when something's erased, like it could cause more harm than good if they try and put that back, because there's a new history that everyone knows now that's not the true history, but it would just mess a lot of things up, I feel like, if they try and put it back. And I don't even know if they can put it back in, is the problem. Erminsul is just a weird thing, and I don't know how it works exactly, so. I think Wanderer Interlude was better managed than the whole Inazuma Archon quest. We never knew the reason why Electrovisions were not handled out for a while. Theorists speculated that because the Electro Argon closed the nation, that was the reason, but then we learned that the Archons do not give visions. Yeah, they didn't really properly explain that, did they? I mean, they hinted towards it with A's voice line about her not being the one giving it out, but like, yeah, it was definitely handled better than Inazuma was.
Huh?
So, yeah.
Oh, it's you. Why are you here?
Hey, Kaveh.
We're here as specially invited guest commentators. Our job is to record what happens during the competition.
Is that so? In that case, I'll have to trouble you to catch the moment of my triumph on camera.
Tarzan's so
Remember to
cool.
shoot from behind at a lower angle. You know, to capture a senior's class.
Tarzan, I haven't done her hangout event, so.
Don't get ahead of yourself now. Victory will obviously be mine.
I love Kaveh.
You're far too young to even consider challenging me. Kasharawar or Ratawahist, you're all children as far as I'm concerned.
Actually, I was going to ask, how do you know me, Madame Faruzan?
Huh? You don't remember? I sometimes see you in the library at night. You even waved at me.
That's when she's sleepwalking, though.
What? I don't remember doing that at all.
Or Layla. I think Archons don't have the say in it, but it goes through them. What I think, something like that. Basically, I think it's tied to the Archons' ideals and stuff. They don't really recognize that, though. They don't have a say in it, but it's tied to their ideals in a way. Like, the reason why no Electrovisions were granted out is because the Vision Hunt Decree was enacted, so A didn't like the thought of people getting new visions, so no Electrovisions were handed out. Even though she's not in charge of it, her ideals kind of had an influence on it. That's my thoughts, at least. But it's just influenced by their ideals. They're just not in charge of it.
Strange. However, this is not the time for curiosity. I am Faruzan, a household name in Haravatat. You are Layla from
Yeah,
Ratawahist,
basically what you
represent?
said too. They don't have to say, but it goes through them based on their ideals.
Good. Then we are officially introduced. See? Simple as that. I like respectful ones, by the way. Would you like to join my research group?
Oh my god, Farazan, what is happening?
Madame Faruzan, I'm quite sure this counts as poaching. Let's dial things down.
I know, but it's been tough getting people these days, and research funding has been hard to secure. But once I win this tournament, it'll be a different story.
So you're just here to increase the amount of funding you're getting?
I think the ideals are fit by Celestia as they give the Gnosis under the same
Well, not
criteria as
just that.
Visions. Interesting.
What? Are you curious about my reasons for participating in this
Yeah, there's a
event?
lot of things about the Gnosis I'm interested in too, because the Gnosis, the Dendrognosis, which are most likely the Dendrognosis, was originally offered to Deshret, who declined it, and eventually was given to Rukkhadevata, so... Yeah, it's really confusing with everything about the Gnosis and stuff. So, like, yeah, the Gnosis thing is really confusing, but... Like, I think the ideal is tied to the Archon, and then they have a say in it, even though or their ideals have a say in it, but they don't really know that. Something like that.
Well, I suppose that's to be expected. You are our guest commentators after all.
Yo, Doo-Doo, welcome on into the
There's been an
stream.
influx of
Hope you're doing well
newly
today.
students, and they'll be paying close attention to this competition. If I do win,
We're doing the new event
I'm certain that
finally.
there will be no lack of students knocking upon my door. Moreover, research resources will be made available to the victor, so that will nix my funding issues. Therefore, my two juniors, I do apologize, but I fully intend to emerge triumphant.
Oh, she's so cool.
I'll do my best as well. At least I don't plan to lose too badly. So, why are you here, Layla? I don't know why, but a lot of people recommended me. I didn't sign up myself.
Poor
I
Layla.
just woke up to find my name on the announcement
Jillith Aster made a
board.
video about how a lot of characters in Genshin are already developed and have dealt with their problems already, and we just tag along with them. With Wanderer, we literally see him struggle and fight for what he believes in. Hence, I believe Wanderer is one of the best story quests in the game. I do agree with that, because we are, like, right there for his struggle. I really like that, yeah.
Disappointing everyone that I've been
Trying to help him out and stuff. It's
losing
really cool.
sleep.
Stress not, young one. We must all
Because we get to
experience
see him
failure
obtaining
to
his
grow and
vision and
mature.
everything. That's, like, a big
But
moment for him.
Madame Faruzan, I don't want to fail.
I still have yet to do the event of Addicted to Star
Everyone
Rail.
has such
Completely
nice
fair.
reasons for joining.
Completely fair.
Must I say?
Yes, you do. We gotta record it.
Well, you know, right? I want to buy some property.
Do you want to move out from Al Haytham's house?
Oh, that's right. You want to move out of Al Haytham's.
What? Al-Haytham? What about him? This has nothing to do with him.
Paimon's misremembering things, apparently.
Right. Sorry, Paimon has no idea what she was talking about.
It's the same with his mom too, right? But it's more like a rediscovery. Yeah, kind of like her with the second story quest thread. Kind
Right?
of like a rediscovery. Like I do like when we go through the character
Correct.
struggles instead of
Also,
just like,
my father took
hey,
part in the
let's go
Interdarshan
shopping or something. I don't
Championship
know.
when I was young,
But I really like when
didn't
you're
win.
actually like there for the
I'm
struggles and
certain
helping them
the
out
right
and
to
stuff.
wear
It's
that
really cool.
diadem will be mine. In a way, I'll be helping my father fulfill a dream of his.
Oh,
That's not a bad reason at all. You have ambition, youngster. Although your chances with me here aren't great, I believe your father would be most proud if the diadem of knowledge were bestowed upon you.
oh, Farazan's sweet.
Not that he'll have the chance to celebrate.
Oh,
My father passed away many years ago. They say he ran into quicksand while
oh, poor
traveling in the desert.
Kaveh.
For you to have experienced such a thing, that must have been tough for you.
Poor
It's all in the
Kaveh.
past now, and life goes on, doesn't it? Let's change topics. I don't want to bring the mood down.
Oh, we're dropping
All
some
right.
frames.
Earlier, you
We're
said
back.
that you
There
want
we
to
go.
use the prize Mora to purchase a home. Where do you live now? Do you live alone?
Well...
Even though the connection
Hmm.
between Wander and A is
I
erased, I
heard
still
you
want them to
mention
meet. That would be
Alfie
really
just a
cool
moment
if they
ago.
met. Like, be like,
Isn't he also
hey,
from Haravatat?
hey, what's up,
Are you
little
two
short
having
guy? And
something
he's
for
like,
me?
I hate you, I hate you,
No,
I
of
hate you.
course not. Why would you think that?
That'd be interesting.
Paimon's definitely not involved either. We're gonna go interview other contestants now.
It would be really cool, like, if in the future we get, like, Wander trying to, like go with Wander with him trying to, like, reconnect and, like, make amends with, like, the people he hurt as Scaramouche. I think that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool to see. Speaking of Scar, we're gonna go talk to him now.
So, what are you...
Just call me Hat Guy. That's the name I use
It's,
in
it's so
Vahumana.
funny how seriously he says it.
Sounds like a
Just
name
call me
but
Hat
not a
Guy.
real name.
So I can't go by a simple, ordinary name?
No, you can. Wasn't expecting it.
Fine, suit yourself. All right then, Hat Guy. Why are you taking part in the Interdarshan Championship? We're specially invited guest commentators, so play nice and answer our questions.
Paimon.
You could be Matra for all I care. So what if I don't answer you? What then?
Arresting. Kidding.
I'll tell you this much. I have an agreement with someone not to reveal my motives.
You're not plotting something in secret, are you?
He's intentionally not using the name we
Well,
gave him.
it's
Poor guy's
hard to say.
embarrassed.
Why don't you take
I
a
feel like
guess?
he would, but
Ugh,
at the same time, it's
I'm
kind of like
tired with you.
he can't record voice lines for everyone's unique name, so I think that's why they just call him Hat Guy. But
Instead,
Hat Guy,
why did you
you
join
know,
Vahumana?
You two sure like to poke your noses where they don't belong.
like I think he
If I
likes the
don't say
name
anything,
we gave him, but at the
are we
same time,
going
they
to
can't
avoid
record
any
lines for all that. So I think that's why they went with Hat Guy. But I like it. It's funny.
I heard that the Vahumana researcher named Akaba was researching the Tatarasuna incident, so I wrote a few essays to refute his points.
Oh, that's cool.
Later, when I was bored, I wrote some
When I was
commentary
bored.
on societal issues in Inazuma. I didn't expect
Okay.
Vahumana to consider me as one of them. Someone even invited me to a lecture. Or
It's like,
whatever.
yeah, my home
From
sucks. Do you
start
want to
to
hear about it,
finish,
guys?
It was just the wishful thinking of idiots. A misunderstanding. There's your answer. Simple. But when Lesser Lord Kusanali heard about this, she went out of her way to get me registered in Vahumana.
He gave him the name Hat Guy. Oh, that's hilarious.
Enough chit-chat. You're better off wasting your time with the other contestants.
But you look cool.
Someone's about to get very unlucky. Wanna guess who?
How is anyone supposed to relax with you around?
I'd give him a hug.
We've got to stay alert and keep a close eye on him. Looks like Karina's got a moment now. Let's go chat with her.
Where is she? Down here? She's done. I snuck up on her.
You
Chill,
must be a guest
Paimon, chill.
commentator who was invited. I've heard about you.
Yes, that's us. We are the guest commentators.
I saw you two having quite the lively conversation, so I thought it would be best to wait. Are you two free right now?
We were actually looking for you, too.
Excellent. Then please allow me to explain your job responsibilities in detail.
Okay.
First,
Let's
please take
listen.
these two things.
Got that.
The first item is a custom camera from the Academia.
Okay.
Please use it to record the competition as it unfolds. The second is an event-specific locator that will flag all participants' locations.
Oh.
It will also sound when one of them completes an objective.
Wow, what a convenient little thing.
Do you have
Aside from
Nihida
you two,
before you
there
continue with the
are
quest?
two
Try
other
to use her
commentators.
ability on Wanderer. Okay.
They will remain by the commentators area.
I will
and
try to
all
do
be
that.
following the
Oh!
contestants in
Elhatham and
real time.
Nilu!
Speaking of which, you probably know them. Alhaitham and Neelu.
Yo! They're here too?
Oh, it's them! We have to go over and say hi later.
Well, don't let me keep you unless you have any questions for me.
We've seen a white-haired man around.
Why do you ask?
I saw someone like that on the stage
Really?
earlier.
I didn't see any such person. Could I ask when you saw him?
Just before the Academia representatives went on stage.
Strange. I was on stage the entire time and I didn't see anyone come up.
We're going insane.
Paimon didn't see anyone either.
Perhaps you're mistaken. However, if you have any leads on that matter, you can talk to me at any time.
Dia!
Traveler, Paimon,
Candace!
long time no see.
Yo! Everyone's here!
Dia! Candace! You two are here as well!
Ah, so they're two friends of yours. In that case, I'll take my leave. May you all have a wonderful time during the extravaganza.
Thank you, Karina. We shall.
The Academia sent us both invitations, so Dia suggested that we come together.
We're both
The
here.
villagers were also encouraging me to travel outside the village. I couldn't find
Yeah, it's
any
like one of the
place I could
first times
turn
she
it
left the
down.
village, isn't it?
We're here now, so no point dwelling on that. Even though this extravaganza isn't a holiday or anything, it's still a big deal here in Sumeru. Merchants from all over will set up shop. There'll be tons of stuff to eat, use, and wear, more than you can count. I'm already set on helping you buy 2 new outfits. I mean,
They're going
who wears
shopping,
the
hell
same
yeah.
thing at work and home anyway?
I'm looking forward to it. Just being able to relax and wander the streets freely has already made my day.
So, Traveler, Paimon, you two want to come with?
We'd love to, but we've got work to do right now.
Yeah, we have to be the
Aw,
commentators.
that's a shame. Let's hang out together when you're free then.
Yes, we will.
In
So
that
cool we could
case,
see
Candace
everyone.
and I'll head out first. Good clothing and fabrics are very much in demand. If you snooze, you lose. Oh, right. We should also get some accessories.
No need to rush. I think we'll have a better time if we take things slow. See you two later. Feel free to come
Bye-bye.
find us whenever you have the time.
So the only characters from Sumeru we haven't seen yet are Kale, Dory, and Nihida. We haven't seen them yet
Hanging out with them sounds
in the
like a
event, but
great
we've seen
time.
like everyone else from Sumeru so far, which is
Looks like
crazy.
the competition's starting soon. Let's go over to where Alhaitham is and see what's going on.
Wanderer's still where he was. What have they disappeared? No! Disappeared! No! I can't do it, he's gone.
Hey, face the camera. Smile.
Oh, I didn't get to finish reading what it said.
I will now announce the rules for the first round of the competition. Please listen carefully.
Probably said something
During
smug
the
knowing
opening
him.
ceremony, Academia staff released several cages of butterflies, and many of them are now fluttering within Sumeru City. Amongst these butterflies, 3 of them will be special swift flies. They have a different
Oh.
appearance and also fly a little faster. Your objective this round is to find a swift fly and bring it to me. 3 points will be awarded to the first participant to return, 2 to the second, and 1 point to the third.
Okay.
That is all for the first round. Should you require clarification on anything, please ask any of the other staff.
It's like, don't ask me.
Alhaitham's all business all the time, huh?
I'll hate them, of course he is.
That said, how did he get picked to be a commentator? Paimon's kinda curious.
He reads all the time, he knows all the rules.
3 specific butterflies in a place as large as Sumeru City sounds rather improbable.
If these swift flies behave anything like regular butterflies...
I'm off. It will take some time to search every corner of Sumeru City.
I feel like Tanari's gonna win this one because he has knowledge of butterflies and stuff.
Just like that?
He has
A
knowledge of
champion
nature and
walks the
everything.
road to victory.
My dear Kasharawar Jr., I have a plan. How about some cooperation between you and me?
Cooperation?
Looks like everyone's got their own plans for this, Tuffy. We're supposed to go on stage next, right? Let's
Big brain, I should have tried that. I always forget to do it too. I always forget to do his thing. Oh, there he is.
wait a minute. Look, he seems to be observing the other contestants just like we are.
I mean, honestly, that's a smart plan, observing your opponents, seeing what they're doing, so you know what to do as well.
Do you remember those things we made previously?
Huh?
Oh, they work together?
You mean...
It's time for them to shine.
It looks like Faruzan and Kaveh have some secret plan.
Oh, hello there. Madame Faruzan and I are discussing how...
Shh! Hush now! The walls have ears around here. We should keep it a secret for now, though you'll find out what we have in store soon enough.
Okay.
Come now, let's go, before the others act.
All right, there's no time to lose. We're off to make our preparations. See you later.
This is really cool seeing them all work together. Seeing a bunch of characters like this.
This is
Oh, there's
basically what I
Kale.
need. Do you think you'll have any difficulties?
I have most of the reagents with me, and I can
I love
buy the
Kale.
rest.
Look at her.
Kale, you're here too! Kainari, you have a master plan ready?
My hypothesis is that the swift fly's morphological variations won't significantly affect their fundamental nature. So I'm planning on using this to lure them out.
Okay.
Of course, I could be wrong. Every mutation opens the door to new possibilities, especially when they are artificially introduced. Details will have to wait until after the post-experimental analysis. For now, Kale and I are going to buy some reagents for our experiment. All right, well, see you later.
Bye, guys. This is so cool. I love seeing everyone. Here's Layla. What's she doing?
You look a little worried.
Yeah, I have no idea what I should do. What color are these swift flies? Do they have special markings? How do they differ from ordinary butterflies?
They're faster.
I can't even figure out these basic questions, and most of what I've learned in the past is completely useless here.
Okay, Layla.
Aren't people who research the stars supposed to have some extraordinary abilities? Why not use astrology to solve it?
Oh, you're another contestant.
Guy.
I wasn't.
Is it that you can't use astrology during the day? Guess that skill's less useful than I thought.
Reminiscing about
No,
Mona
it's
during
not like
Unreconciled
that.
Stars, he
If it's
is.
daytime, all I need is an astrolabe.
Okay.
So, why don't you do that then?
Mona Magist is the
Mona!
astrologist
They mentioned
that
Mona.
those who constantly use astrology to obtain things that shouldn't be theirs will eventually lose the blessing from the stars. It's just something I read in an academic publication.
She admires Mona. That's so cute.
Really
I
like
love
to
that.
read Mona's essays.
You're overthinking it. Power is just a tool. It just seems to me that you don't have the resolve to
Okay,
win
okay,
this.
Wanderer.
Well, suit yourself. Wallow in your immature ideals if you like.
Hey! Seriously? Just walking off after saying a bunch of mean stuff like
He hasn't changed a bit, but it's
Did I
cool.
say something wrong just now?
Just a difference in perspective, that's all.
Thank you so much. I've made up my mind not to use astrology for this. I think I'll just try my luck in the city. To be honest, I've always been pretty good at observation, and if I'm fortunate, I might be able to find that special butterfly species.
Okay.
Lord Sino seems to have found a swiftfly. Come on.
Oh,
Let's go check it
already?
out.
Really? Where?
The butterfly flew up high, and he's chasing it now.
Oh, no time to lose. Let's go see.
As expected of Sino. Actually, shouldn't you two go have a look as well? The moment when he catches the butterfly will likely be one worth
Fair.
recording after all. I'll head into the city shortly to start my own search. I'll see you later.
Alright, bye, Leela.
In that case, let's go see Sino first, and then we can check on what everyone else is up to.
Yeah. Oh, so there are people around. Okay, so this is what you guys were saying. The 3 dots means that's people who continue the quest, and you can go around see the other people. So that's Kaveh and Fire's on there. Layla's here. Tainari's over here, and Galileo's over here. That's so cool. It's actually really, really cool.
Everyone hold hands. I'm going to try my luck in the city, too.
Okay. Okay, so that's basically what you just said. What are you two thinking?
I see everything.
I wonder who will emerge as the champion this time.
Also, Dia and Candace are around? Ooh, okay. Let's find them too.
Face the camera. Smile. Speak in a friendly and clear manner.
Oh, Nilu's getting stage fright. It's okay, Nilu, you've got this.
Right?
I didn't expect that you would be invited as well.
Neither did we. By the way, how did you get picked, Alhaitham?
There were several factors, but primarily the recommendation of the sages. I suppose they assumed that I'd have the free time for this job after resigning as acting Grand Sage.
Fair.
That said, they'd probably claim that my calm demeanor would help maintain fairness in the competition.
Sounds like you've got a lot on your plate.
Not really. The job itself is quite simple and effortless.
Welcome back, Green. Welcome on back.
This is my first time commentating for such a competition. I'm feeling kinda nervous.
We're having a lot of fun with this event so far. It's really, really cool.
How did you get picked to be a guest commentator?
The staff said that spectators would be less inclined to come if the contestants and commentators were all from the academia.
I just realized Nilu's doing academia stuff. That's really cool.
I'll meet again.
That's really cool because like the previous stages and stuff were like, dancing, boo. But now it's like, hell yeah. She's here. It's so cool. Alright, so are Dee and Candace over here?
I see everything.
Are they like in the city somewhere? Wait a minute, is this one of the things? It is. It is one of these weird things that just look at that. Look at the thing on the light post. It's just like going all over the place when you walk into them. All these, the ones in Port Ormos too, they just do this. They just act really weirdly when you walk underneath them. Oh wait, that's a... I was wondering why there were these guys over here. It's a random event.
Another test subject.
Illusion shattered.
Flicker.
The wrong test subject.
Companionship EXP. I don't need that right now. Oopsie poopsie. And so here's Wanderer.
Let me find a good place to...
Good place to what?
Everyone hold hands.
Can't read his mind now.
Find...
Do you see me? Do you see me? I'm tiny. Look at me. I'm tiny. Oh, they're there. They're right here.
I see everything.
I'll be so glad to move on from fighting some to beast. They always drag me a mile away from the battle. That's fair. Before the event continued, if you read his mind, he gives you sass. What does he say? Like, what is he? I want to know what he says exactly because it definitely is some Wanderer sass. Like, because he definitely knows Nahida can read minds.
What a crowd. Seems the Academia extravaganza is in full swing.
Of course he gives the sass. I love him.
Maybe we can buy some gifts to bring back.
He said, "You think you can get through me?" Of course he did. I
usually
love
leave
that.
those last. Let's go walk around somewhere else first.
They're shopping for gifts and stuff. Tainari's over here. Tainari and Kale are over here. Hell yeah.
Good. We've got all our ingredients. Next, could I trouble you to help me mix them together?
Of course, Master.
This is so cool. We get to go around and see them all. So I like the other events where you can see characters, but they don't really like show you where they are. But this, it's like a lot harder to miss it because you can just, they show you on the map, which is really, really cool. There those two are down here.
Are you sure it's alright to release so many?
Have some faith. It'll be fine.
At least so many what? At least so many what? What are they planning? There's my boy! It's my boy! Look at him. What's he thinking?
No point in making any more trouble for myself than is necessary.
His voice is deeper than I thought. I like it. I like Victor. He's cool. Oh, Patisara, I need that. Thank you very much. Where is he? Is he up? Oh, he's up on a level. I need to teleport up there. Wait, what? Why is Victor here? After a few commissions in Mondstadt, if you do the commission with him in Mondstadt, you pick all 3 options of the intel he can give you. Eventually, you'll get a commission where he leaves Mondstadt to go back to Snezhnaya, but then he's relocated here to Sumeru. Sino's just on the tree. But yeah, he'll relocate to Sumeru. So yeah, he does have a full character arc. It's really, really cool. We found
you, Sino.
I couldn't equip my wing glider. I just started falling.
Stay put. Don't move.
He caught it! Huh? Sino, what's wrong?
This isn't what I'm looking for. It's a...
Finally, I made it. I heard that you caught a swiftfly, Sino. Mind letting me see what it looks like? Hold on. Isn't this the mechanical bait that I released earlier? Why would you catch that instead of a swiftfly?
He got the mechanical bait instead.
Wait a minute. If we consider this from a different angle, isn't it a good thing that the bait you made was convincing enough to fool even Sino?
You released bait?
That's right. During a previous interior design project, I felt that the artificial flowers on a wall were a little bland, so I decided on placing a few moving mechanical butterflies to add some pizzazz. In order to make them both small and nimble, I consulted with Madame Faruzan.
Oh, that's so cool.
Not long ago, the two of us took all those mechanical butterflies and released them into the city.
Why would you do that?
Need you even ask? Young people these days really do need to get out more.
It's gonna take me so long to get to that point. Daily commission lock stuff is the worst in the game. I agree, because I want to know so many of the stories, but I can't because they're a lot behind commissions. There are quite a few NPC arcs that are that way, like Timmy and his backstory. Yeah, I do need to do Timmy's because I haven't really gotten Timmy's commissions. And yeah, big brain Cave.
Have you never played that
Love
game where you
Cave.
place strips of paper on a bamboo pole and wave it across a field of flowers to attract a whole kaleidoscope of butterflies?
I have not. That sounds fun though.
No, I haven't. Wait, so you're trying to...
That's right. The butterflies within the city will mistake our mechanical bait for one of their own and follow them around. As long as we keep releasing and retrieving our bait, we can capture all the butterflies within the city. What comes afterward is just a matter of separating the swift flies from the others.
Interesting.
Guess that's one way to do it.
Do not underestimate the wisdom of your elders. I had already thought of this method the moment the round's rules were announced. Of course, we also owe much to this fine junior of mine here for making such lifelike butterflies. It seems that Kasharawar has not quite declined as far as I had thought in recent years. Their teaching skills at least seem to be intact.
Well, I just stuck to what I do best. The idea was yours.
No need to be so polite. Once we capture
They're so
all these
cute together. I
butterflies,
love them.
we shall split the points for this round. Look, One of them is returning now. Huh? Wait a moment. Are my eyes deceiving me? Why don't I see any butterflies behind it?
That's because there are none. Seems like your plan has hit a snag.
I'm on being sassy.
Looks like the match continues. I'll be looking elsewhere.
Huh. Strange.
Wonder if that's
Something
part of
else may grab
Tainari's
attention.
thing.
Come, let's search in the direction the bait returned from.
That's the direction where Tainari was. Yeah, I did get damage taken from that. Oh, look, you can even see them moving on the map. That's so cool. It is so, so cool. Oh, because we have the tracker, that's why. Oh, Layla's down here now. Rooting for our boy Sino to get the TCG card. Hell yeah. Hey, look, it's our house. Where Paimon broke the vase. I think this is it. This looks like it. Oh, they're way down there. They're leaving. I want to go say hi to Layla. What's she up to over here? There's Addis.
Wonder if I'll find one here.
Yeah, if it's in this direction, it's definitely Tainari. Oh my god, look at that.
Frozen? Kave, why did you two stop?
Ah. So it was the Morta boy.
Tainari!
Fascinating, isn't it? The butterflies have all congregated here due to a special incense that I used.
That's so
I
cool.
infused it with 3 different types of honey, and the butterflies, following the fragrance, have gathered around me.
Butterflies must have really sharp noses then. Wait, do they even have noses?
Butterfly
Never
noses.
seen one.
They do not, in fact, and their vision isn't stellar either. However, they can use their antennae to distinguish between scents, and their olfactory senses are generally quite advanced, allowing them to detect floral fragrances from great distances.
Oh, so
Pretty
that's
cool.
how it is. I had a pet butterfly once. I picked wildflowers and placed them in its box, but it wouldn't eat any.
That's normal. Raising butterflies isn't difficult, but there are many things you should take note of. Appropriate temperature, sufficient air, and a spacious environment are examples of such considerations. You must also ensure that the food you've chosen suits their palate. Most importantly, you must curb your curiosity and avoid disturbing them while they rest. Otherwise, they may become stressed.
Sorry. I liked to poke at its wings at the time.
Humans tend to rear many creatures due to their aesthetic value, but not all are suited to such a process.
This is so cool.
Caring for living beings is hard work. Impulse alone is insufficient. Some prerequisite knowledge is always required.
You sure do know a lot.
I have a question too. I bought a scarab not long ago and it hasn't seemed very active. Can you help me figure out why?
I'd like to keep a duskbird as a pet. What are some key points I should consider?
He's getting popular, hell yeah.
Is it possible to keep a Richbulin tiger as a pet?
This man.
All right, it seems like you all have a great deal of questions. But I am in the middle of the Inter-Darshan Championship at the moment, so I'm afraid I can't answer them all now. Let me propose an alternative. Next month, there will be a biology lecture at Gandharvaville, and I will be sharing some interesting insights on living organisms there. If you're interested, you can attend that lecture, and if you should have any questions, just prepare them ahead of time. I'll answer questions after I finish speaking.
So cool.
All right, I'll be there.
Of course, please try to ask more rational questions. For example, whether you can raise a Richbulin tiger as a pet or not is mainly dependent on whether you can overcome one in a fight.
Looks like Tainari's science lecture
Like
was
so many
worth quite a
screenshots here.
crowd.
Tainari just looks so precious surrounded by butterflies. He does. It's so cute.
Oh. Was I listening in for that long? Seems Kale's master does live up to his title as a teacher.
As far as I know,
I've had
Kale,
a
that's
look
cool.
around. Nearly all the butterflies in this area have been attracted by the incense. However, we can cast our bait further away to avoid this area.
All right, then let's get moving. We shan't let all the butterflies get away from us if we can help it.
Seems like the competition's really heating up. Let's go see how the other contestants are doing.
Yeah.
The scent is starting to fade. Seems the wind is stronger than I thought. The incense isn't going to last long.
Dang. We get some swift flies though. Dino's up here. Wait. Rosin Garden? I've never seen that area before. Wait, there's like little sub areas. That's so cool. Like it has like, huh. Oh, so he's down more. Please. Like, this way. Where is he? Oh, yeah, there's some here.
This is taking longer than I thought.
Alright. Barzan and Calve are back down here.
Please lead the Swiftflies back here. I'm really counting on you.
Yeah.
Let's wait here. Seems my age is catching up with me.
Oh, Barzan. She's an old lady. We have to respect her. Scar's just at... hello. Scar's just having a meal break.
What brings you two here?
Huh? You're here having coffee? Aren't you supposed to be a contestant?
Is there really any
This is
need
really
for
cool.
me
It
to
is.
take
It is
part
so
while
cool.
Everyone's running around like it's some sort of carnival? Don't worry. I'll get involved once things actually get serious.
Can I read your mind yet? Nope. Alright, so we need to go find Layla. Hi, Victor. Oh, more Puttysaurus. I need those.
Layla, how are things going on your end?
I've been searching for quite a while now, but I haven't seen any sign of the Swiftflies yet. Instead, I ended up catching a few mechanical devices that looked very similar
Another one
to
got fooled.
butterflies.
No.
I wonder where they came from.
Looks like Barzan and Kave's devices are everywhere now.
I'll keep up the search. That said, I've noticed that a number of butterflies in the city has already decreased a lot compared to when the event started.
Yeah.
Probably because the other contestants are coming up with their own ways to catch butterflies. Alright, I'll do my best too. Huh?
What's this?
Was that the Swiftfly?
Oh, what a coincidence. I guess I just need to catch it now, right?
You can do this, Layla.
Oh, please wait.
Oh.
There it goes.
It's so fast! Paimon thought all Hatham said they were only a little faster.
No, come back.
Come on, Traveler, let's go too.
Gotta go follow.
The locator's going off. Looks like someone's already caught themselves a Swiftfly.
Come on, Layla, you've got this.
Why isn't it working? I don't get it.
Sneaking.
The locator's going off again. So, someone else finished too? That would mean that the one Layla's chasing is the last Swiftfly.
getting annoyed at it now.
Oh, it just occurred to me that we should also get you a makeup
Yeah, and Candace
box.
are here.
No, it's fine. I don't think I'll end up using it.
Maybe you won't, but it doesn't hurt to have one, right? Come on, just trust me on this one.
Is it in Dia's hair?
Huh?
It is, oh my
Who are
god.
you, and what do you want?
Please, don't move.
Don't move? Who sent you?
Yeah, oh my god.
Don't worry, I can handle this. Now, tell me, what do you want?
Look at that. That's so cool. Look at that. So cool.
I believe she's looking for this. Here, take it.
A butterfly? Was it on my head?
Oh, you're...
It's been a while, Layla.
They know each other too? The brooch, though, it is really pretty, yeah.
A friend of yours? Oh, so she must be the one.
They
you were
know each
telling
other?
me
I didn't know
about.
that.
Huh? You two know each other?
That's what I said.
Oh yeah, it has been some time. The first time I ever woke up after sleepwalking, I somehow found
Oh.
myself in our village. Candace was the one who took care of me then.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's right. She didn't look well, so I gave her something to eat. She said a lot of complicated things about astrology, the night sky, the stars. Not sure I understood it all, but it sounded pretty enchanting. Right. Do you still want this butterfly? It seems like you were chasing it all the way here. It's of
Candace always so wholesome. She is. It's so
If you
cool.
don't want it,
I love her.
can't release it.
Just let her have it. It's no big deal.
The Swiftfly was flying so fast, but you were able to catch it like it was nothing, Candace.
I'm very intrigued about her pupils, not just the color of her eyes. Yeah, her pupils are really interesting.
But I'm glad that didn't happen.
When are we going to get more Candace lore?
Sorry about the butterfly thing.
Candace Hangout event
The
when?
way you suddenly came running over like that, I thought you were hired to take us out or something. Huh. On second thought, I guess I've never seen an assassin that looks tired with dark bags around their eyes. Oh, you must be taking part in the championship.
Yes, she is.
Take it from me. Don't let it stop you from getting some rest.
I'll do what I can. Thank you.
We'll be on our way then. See you later.
Alrighty, let's bring the Swiftfly back together with Layla.
Right. Looks like everyone's back there then. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to Act 2 today. How long is this event? It's 2 more weeks. I have time.
It seems we have a third contestant who has returned with a Swiftfly. With that, the first round has come to an end. I anticipate that all of you will keep up the effort for the second round. Dismissed.
Your closing statement sounded so... how do I put it? Decisive?
Well, you could certainly stand to try being more decisive, Nilu. It would help you live more freely.
Hang on a second. Who were the first 2 contestants with Swiftflies?
Tighnari was first, and as for the second, it's being discussed right now.
Being discussed?
Hey, Alhaitham, I think I've come up with a good idea. Second place gets 2 points, right? Can't Madame Faruzan and I split the points between us?
Quite the imagination you have there. I've read the championship handbook from cover to cover.
Of course he has. Of course he's read it from cover to cover.
Just add a rule.
Do you really think I'd do that?
Oh, come on, you're not going to stand in the way of my victory, are you?
Well, you're free to send the organizing committee an application outlining your naive proposal. They'll get back to you within 3 working days.
Here we go again.
3 working days? It'll be too late by then.
Unfortunately for you, even dreaming is gonna cost you.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. Kave and Faruzan found the second Swiftfly together, but the rules say that only one person can get the points.
Oh well, the rules are the rules. Since you call me madam and politely ask for my help, I shall give you these points.
Oh, Faruzan's so sweet.
So I'll put the points under Kave's name then?
No. If I take these points, won't that only detract from your contributions, Madame Faruzan?
Kave's so nice too. Look at them. They're just going back and forth. They can't
You might
decide.
be alright with that, but I cannot do it. Not in good conscience.
I don't have any problem with it. There are 2 more rounds after all. Losing one isn't a major setback. But if you insist, I have another method. We can draw lots to see who will receive the points.
Lots, huh?
What? Is there something wrong with that idea?
No. Let's do it.
All right. I'll get the paper needed for the lots. Give me a moment.
Oh.
Oh, seriously?
I'm sorry, but it appears that luck was on my side this time.
She's being smug
No,
again.
you do deserve it. I'm just lamenting my bad luck. Perhaps...
Poor Kave.
Perhaps that's why my life is rife with
I haven't read his
troubles.
character stories, but I've heard they're sad, aren't
Indeed. It's rare to see anyone with such terrible luck be so willing to decide victory via lots.
And what would you know about that? I just...
We can save bickering for later. Record the points under Faruzan, and that'll finally bring the first round to a close. The second round will be held in the desert. We'll be moving our commentator stand over to Aru Village.
Oh.
Let's meet up in Aru Village once everything is ready. I'll announce the details of the second round then. Till then, you have some free time. I'm off the clock at this point, so it's farewell for
Leaves.
now.
I love him.
Wait, I'll hate them! You...
Don't be
Poor
upset, Kave.
Kave.
Sighing can carry away your good luck, you know.
Oh, so that's how it works. In that case, I'll take in some deep breaths. Maybe that'll help me make up for all the luck I've lost.
The moment Alhaitham realized he pushed too far. Poor Kave, yeah.
No big deal.
I really
2
feel
points
bad
aren't
for
enough to
Kave.
decide victory or defeat just yet. I'll win the next round. You'll see.
Looks like you've managed to pick yourself back up, young man. Good. I must warn you, though, that I'm quite familiar with
Yeah,
the
you were
desert.
lost in ruins for 100
Try your
years,
best if
so...
You don't want to lose.
I'm no stranger to the desert either. I'll be fine. All right then, that's enough chit-chat for now. I'm going to check the area out.
So the current standings are Tainari in first place, Faruzan in second, and Layla in third.
Okay. Alright.
Guess we should also take a nice break before the next round starts. But where should we go first?
Why, you two look a little lost. If you're not
Hello.
sure where to start enjoying the Academia extravaganza, then may I suggest that you have a chat with our boss?
Your boss?
Who's the boss?
Dad. Do we know them?
Well, only the most famous
Dory.
merchant in all of Sumeru.
We're gonna go talk to
will
Dory.
sign them of they.
Oh, you mean Dory!
Precisely. Our boss sent me to inform you two that she'll be waiting for you at Sumeru City's North Gate.
We're gonna see Dory now, so the only one we haven't seen in the event is Nahida. We've heard about her, but we haven't seen her yet. And that'll be all the Sumeru characters. That's really cool. We get to see like everyone during this event. Gonna talk to Dory. There she is.
Oh, well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon.
Hey, Dory! Are you here to attend the Academia extravaganza too?
Of course! People are practically flocking to Sumeru City. You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to do business. This is one of the entrances into the city, and it's very close to the Wisdom Gala booths. There'll be an endless stream of customers.
Oh my gosh.
I can already hear the Mora going clink, clink, clink as they fill my coin pouch. Well, is there anything you'd like to purchase? We've got everything you need and deals that can't be beat.
Paimon's face.
Well, do you have anything
thinking of eating. I mean,
Of course Paimon's thinking of eating its Paimon.
lots of things to eat. That said, I recommend that you also consider some of the great bargains we have going on. The Wisdom Gala is about to begin, and once it starts, each of the Darshans will prepare a small challenge for everyone.
Okay.
And just between us, I have some super booster supplements for sale. Eat just one to boost both your strength and dexterity for a short time, allowing you to overcome any challenge.
No thanks, we'll pass. These little challenges are gonna be a cinch for the two of us. Just you watch.
Yeah, we've got this.
Paimon just wants something to eat, please. If you don't have any food, then we'll just go somewhere else.
Alright. Mora is Mora after all. Oh, what would you like to eat?
Sticky honey roast. All back to Mondstadt.
Pretty hungry right now. Do you have any touching?
Let me see.
This is a huge job, isn't it?
If this works out, we'll be set.
Here you go. 2 servings
What are
of
they
touching.
talking about?
See? I told you there's nothing Lord Sangamabe can't procure.
They're gonna... Oh, I'm still standing there.
Huh? What are you looking at, traveler?
Thought I saw someone just now.
Who? Someone we know?
Never mind.
Was it someone suspicious? Have we attracted some unwanted attention?
Huh? What's happening, Dory? Is there something else going on?
I don't know who you saw just now, but I do have some hard-to-come-by information about the extravaganza. If you want to know more, we can talk business later.
Interesting. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. And bright. My eyes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Start with this one. Look at that. It goes in a circle. Oh. What's this? Search compass. Okay.
There have been many poorly written applications lately.
40 primos. Yeah, we got it. Whoa. 2 more levels. Nice. Gonna need some of those. I'm definitely gonna need some more.
Yes, I'll just have to reject
This is
them.
not related to this event, but I have been using Diona for like 6 months, and she has only been so-so because she was C0. I got her to C6 during the Ayaka Shenhe banner, and I redid her artifacts a bit, and she is so much better now, and I'm so happy. So good for Hyper Fridge with that 200 EM bonus from her burst field. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Really glad you're happy with Diona. I haven't used her in so long. It's been so long since I've tried to use her. What is this? An incident from 20 years ago. That has to be related to the old guy we saw. This is so funny the way I said that. It's the old guy. Okay, so all of the main events are unlocked. I guess let's just go through these quests. To start all the side mission, the mini games. That's what they're called. I forgot what they were called. Still don't know who that old guy is. I need to continue the story. Yeah, I'm really confused. Who is old man? Oh, more parisadas. I'll take those. I need those for cooking. See, I'm planning another. I already talked about the Fontaine speculation mini series today, but I'm also planning another little thing called I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but it's about me completing so many new things, or completing so many things in Genshin, and how like I do a lot of things in the game that many people probably don't. And I was like, I'm just gonna show like how I complete everything. I guess it'll be fun. And so I'm trying to complete all the dishes and stuff, or like complete all the recipes and stuff, so I can do that. I think it'd be cool. Project connectivity. Okay. So, okay. We're building stuff in this one. Oh, it's this one. Okay. I'm guessing you have a thing too? This is Vahumana. Okay. Geology themed game. Okay. The architectural zones we have to dig around. That's where we get the detector thingy. Give it a go. The 20-year-old quest is short and continues after the second day. Okay. Okay, very good then. Has some lore bits. Okay. I should probably go do that then. Look at this. I already remember that from the special program, so that is in our inventory, so I may as well just equip it now. Those are the two I've done so far. So not all of these are unlocked yet. We got a Mountar. The rest of them are up here. Over by Dory. Oh wait, no, they're up on the tree. Okay. They're up on the tree. I was not expecting them to be up on the tree. Okay. Slide on over here. Yeah, they are up on the tree. Right. Okay, so this is the star one. Okay. Yeah, that's the making the constellation one. That's cool. And this one, which one's this one? Oh, is this gonna be the stories one? This looks like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the stories one, okay. And then there's a few more. They're down below. These are the ones by Dory. Sorry, Doug. Alright, so what's this event? Oh, domain. So it's Spantamad, so I'm guessing this is like a fighting one. Okay. Yeah, so this is gonna be like a fighting one. Okay, yeah. Bug. Okay. There's like a little bug flying around. Okay, so this one, which one's this one? Really tell me. The other ones have like pictures of what to do, this one doesn't. Okay. We'll do this later. I'll do the 20 years thing now. Tried to buy information. Oh, we get free information. Sweet. Okay. The Diadem of Knowledge. Yeah. The diadem that Saturine gave the Academia was rather expensive antique, yet this very diadem, after it was donated to the Academia, was lost by them once before. If I knew about this, would my information still be considered exclusive? Of course, this information doesn't come from nowhere. I've got witnesses, too. Excuse me. Bit tired. There's a young fellow named Kashmir from the suburbs. If you're interested in delving further, you could ask him. The password is that incident from 20 years ago. Okay. There's a lot of icons around my map right now. Oh, he's up on the hill. Look, he's glowing. He's glowing. One of these, it's another one of the lamps. Yo! Rain! Rain, thank you for giving that gifting that tier 1 sub to Eridan. Thank you so much, Rain. Eridan, enjoy your gifted sub. You got a bunch of emotes and stuff, and soon we'll have a Discord server open for one where you have the sub roll there too, and you can use all your emotes across Discord. That'll be coming soon. We're still working on that, but it's almost here. Thank you so much, Rain. You're so sweet. But yeah, yeehaw! That gave me a boost of energy. Thank you, thank you. Alright, now we get back to the the lore bits. Guess I shouldn't have told anyone. Last time I had too much to drink and blabbered a little too much. Now people are seeking me out. Since you're curious, I guess I'll tell you. I was just 6 years old 20 years ago, so I can't remember clearly what happened at the time, but recently I read the diary I kept when I was a child and vaguely recalled the situation back then. The Inter-Darshan Championship was also held that year. There were 3 rounds, the last of which was outside the city. I begged my mom to take me out of town to see it, and when she refused, I snuck out. And then, I ended up getting lost outside the city. In the middle of nowhere, there was no one around. I grew more and more frightened and began to cry. That's when I saw some strange creatures. I can't remember what they looked like. I only remember how, as a child, I stopped crying at the sight of them. The Aranara! That's so cool. Aranara lore. They took me to the competition. Unfortunately, by the time we got there, it was too late. It was already over. Just when I was disheartened, I suddenly saw one of those strange creatures slowly dragging a crown along. It was a beautiful crown, shining in the moonlight, and I could not help but follow it. I saw the little fellow... I'm talking too much. It's making me yawn. I saw the little fellow hide the crown in a hollow tree before disappearing. I wanted to touch that crown, but at the moment I could hear the distant cries of my mother. It turns out she figured out I was lost and got her neighbors to go looking for me. I never got to touch it, and it wasn't until I was older when I saw the Diadem of Knowledge at the Inter-Darshan Championship that I realized it was the same thing. Alright, do you remember where that diadem ended up? It's probably in the Avidia Forest, but I've been back a few times and I haven't found anything. No one would believe me even if I told them. Alas, even I can't remember it clearly. Perhaps it was a dream I had when I was a child. Well, should we go look for it? We're gonna go look for it, apparently. Gonna go look for the crown. Look for the crown. Love the Aranara. We do love the Aranara. They're so cool. Ooh, crystal flies. Take some of these. Kill the bird. Oh yeah, I forgot I got Sypho's Moonlight's level 90, so it looks so much better. Use the umbrella for someone else, so now I have 2 EM weapons, which is nice for sword users. Arrows. Oh, I need mushrooms. A lot of stuff around here that I need. You know what? Oh, I didn't mean to fight you guys. Is crit rate different now? Oh, his crit rate was just always awful. Never mind. I didn't realize how bad it was. I need that. I have to get up here somehow. Yep. Oh, I could have. There was a door I could have walked into. I didn't see it. It's a hole in the tree. It seems completely empty and there's nothing in it. And wait, there's a note there. The good Nara taught Arakasyapa how to read. Arakasyapa must protect the good Nara. What's this supposed to mean? Something, apparently. We got another quest about this. Ask Dory for more information. Well, let's go ask Dory for more information then, shall we? See you after part 2? Oh, is this supposed to be after part 2, or did I just get it now? It isn't Silicon and Paimon yet again. I have the latest update on the Academia Extravaganza. Would you like to hear it? Oh, this is still part 1, okay. How much is it? It's free. Isn't Lord Sangamabe generous? You guys remember Sachin? Guy who sponsored the Academia Extravaganza. Paimon heard that the prize money and the Diadem of Knowledge came from him. Bingo. In fact, not long ago when I was doing business in the desert, I met an old businessman. And guess what I got from him? A dealer's ledger. With it, I can avoid dangerous areas in the desert and go to more places. Of course, the most important thing is the ledger mentions Sachin. Okay. It turned out that Sachin had been to the desert to investigate the people's local conditions and customs. He also had cordial exchanges with the traveling merchants in the desert. Much of the text is lost, but this is a first-hand account of the big sponsor behind the Academia Extravaganza. Would you like a look? Okay, let's have a look then. The sandstorms are raging. The caravan has stalled. We ran into a scholar calling himself Sachin. He said he could sponsor the caravan, provided that we... This is a trial of human nature, betrayal, plunder. There was nothing we could do. No one could withstand. If I could do it all over again, I would have never taken that money. Then they wouldn't have had to die, and I wouldn't be living like this, a fate worse than death. People are the most terrifying animals in the world. What did Sachin do? This is all hard to understand, Dory. What does this mean? What does this all mean? I'm afraid that if you need it analyzed, it'll cost you an extra million mora. Forget it then. Well, since you're not paying, that'll be all for Dory's special news. But let me give you a hint. There should be someone here who has been to a lot of Academia Extravaganzas. Perhaps you could talk to them. Okay. We have to go all the way down here. Won't that start the quest, though? Is it 10 a.m. yet? Not yet. Okay, I have time. I don't want to accidentally start Act 2 just yet. I should probably get something to eat soon. Maybe I will start Act 2. Who knows? And I'll finish Act 3 on Wednesday. We'll see. Is Act 2 long? Is Act 2 longer or shorter than Act 1? Seeing these young children. A bit, yeah? Okay. Can't help but reminisce about the past. The Interdarshan Championship has always been the stage for young talent. Unfortunately, not every genius will be successful eventually. Why do you say that? Geniuses are mostly stubborn and cold and find it hard to understand the pain of others. Kind of the same of part 1. Okay, I've been live for 2 hours. So what I might do is, after I finish this quest, I'll probably go off and grab something to eat and plan videos. If I have motivation to stream again tonight, then I'll stream again tonight for part 2, and then we'll do part 3, and then all the mini games on Wednesday. I think will be the plan. Depends on how I'm feeling tonight. So if I don't do it tonight, I'll do Act 2 and 3 Wednesday, and probably the mini games Wednesday as well. We'll just see what I end up doing. So maybe another stream tonight, we'll see. We shall see. Empathetic people, on the other hand, often fall into self-doubt and depression. People who are not firm can only stand still, while people who are determined but walk down the wrong path refuse to look back. There's a lot to think about here. Okay. Oh, wait. Is this Act 2? It's Act 2. It's starting. It's 10 o'clock. Alright, well, we're doing Act 2.
Is it me, or are the bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round? Are you alright?
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh.
We're just starting it, I guess.
Haven't been sleeping well lately. Even though I try to fall asleep, I can't get the championship out of my head. And before I know it, it's morning again.
I know the feeling. That happens
Gotta
to
go.
me
I need to
too,
get on with
and
my
I'm
day and
already
haven't done
mentally
Act 2 yet. That's fair.
overlooked.
See you later, Timby. Enjoy your day.
Do you have any tips for dealing with that?
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix. And
Maybe
can
get something
only
to eat
be
while you
endured.
do it. Don't forget to take care of yourself. That actually is a good idea, getting something to eat while I do the quest. Multitasking. Hell yeah. All right. I actually do need to go to the bathroom as well and get another drink because this one is practically all out. Because this one is all out. So I'll grab something to eat real quick. So take a quick break and you guys get to look at Kave's beautiful face. So I'll see you guys probably in just a few minutes. Weehaw. Food. I returned with food. I got ham and cheese sandwich. I would have been back sooner, but I couldn't open the cheese. So that was fun. I missed a bit of chat. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Okay. Talking about Honkai and the stuffs. That's a lot for me to read. All right, well, we're back. Let's go.
I suppose you can think of it as something akin to an illness. Sometimes
cut
there's
it.
no effective cure,
Whatever.
so you just have to let things run their course. I don't know what's stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and pressure coming from you. The next round's about to start, so chin up and do your best.
Oh, okay. You do your best too.
Looking on the sandwich.
Looks
Oopsies.
like everyone's here.
Talking about
I will
Star
now
Rail? Hell
explain the
yeah, I
second
love me
round
some
to you
Star
all.
Rail.
There are 3 ley line disruptors buried in the area around Aru Village.
Oh.
These devices can imitate the effects of ley line disruption and will constantly interfere with the environment.
Interesting.
Your goal is to shut them down. The first 3 who manage to finish this task will be awarded 4, 3, and 2 points accordingly.
Okay.
Note that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them, and that leaving the designated competition zone will result in disqualification.
Okay.
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again? I shall consider letting you have the points on account of what happened in the previous round.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties. I doubt this will be particularly difficult.
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. I also happen to be well acquainted with this place. Let's see who will find these devices first. But aside from us, you should remember that there's a favorite for Champion. We must be careful of him.
A favorite to win? Who is it?
Favorite to win. Who's that?
Shh, not so loud.
Nari.
That boy Tainari. He took first place in the previous round, and if he does so again this time, we may as well declare this competition over. I heard that you solved the Vidya Forest's ley line
That's so cool,
entrance
yes.
problem not long ago. Since this round involves resolving a machine-simulated ley line disruption, it should be a simple matter for him.
True.
That's true.
That's what I just said, Paimon. He always copies what I say.
He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. If he were to win this round as well, then wouldn't we just be letting him have all the fun? As his senior, it's my solemn duty to prevent such an inequitable arrangement from happening. I'm off.
Alright, fire's on, pop
I'll
off.
get going as well. See you later.
Bye, Cafe. She does copy what you say a lot. Yeah, she does.
How are you feeling?
It's crazy.
I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
That's right, Tainari's not used to the desert. He's a forest boy.
Is this all the water we're getting?
Sorry, that's what the rules say. While this round seems to be about how quickly you can shut down the devices, it's also testing your ability to survive in tough conditions.
Interesting.
I knew it'd be harder than I had expected.
Farzan is fearless. I would not like to go back to the desert where I got
We'll
lost there for
keep our
500 years.
behind the devices
True.
as quickly as possible,
Like, oh no, I
or
got
we'll
trapped
have
here.
to save
Anyways,
our energy
let's
and
go
wait
back.
for an opportunity.
Yeah, I
Okay,
would not do that
I'll
either.
head out shortly. Thanks a lot, Nilu.
You're welcome. Please take care of yourself.
Well, there goes everybody. So, who should we visit this time? Let Paimon think. Oh, right! Didn't Farozan say that Tainari's the favorite to win? Let's go look for him first.
Yeah, let's go find him. Act 2. I really just want to get the side quest done. Much I am interested in the thing, I want to get the side quest done first. And do some video stuff. It is a good idea that I got some food. I did need some food. And so here's the other guy. This year's Introduction Championship, my favorite has to be Sino. Aside from his skills as the General Mahamatra, looking back at the tournament's history, the Spantaman Darshan has the highest percentage of championships, or champions. Many people say that the Spantamon Darshan produces many talented people, such as Cyrus, Rizika, Lisa, Sino. The brighter the talent, the sooner the game will lose its suspense. The most exciting competition was still 20 years ago. At that time, my friend also participated in the game, and I went there to cheer for him. The last round was played in Nvidia Forest. In the end, no one dared to approach them, and no one knew what was going on in the depths of the forest. Then I heard that the Academia shut down the competition. Later, the Introdarshan Championship removed many of the events in which people fought to the death, discouraging people from being so desperate to do so. Yeah, don't have events like that. What's your friend like? Let me think. He's honest and kind, but he's also vulnerable and sensitive. Most of all, he cares about us. When we drink together, our time is filled with laughter and cheer. It's just too bad that's all in the past now. Among the friends we drank with, some died, some disappeared, some now live in seclusion. They say fate is fickle. Perhaps it's true. Looks like something did happen 20 years ago. Right, didn't Wikas tell us to seek him out if we had any questions? Now that we have time, why don't we ask him? Sounds like Kaveh? Interesting. Kaveh's dad, maybe. Oh, maybe Kaveh's dad. Interesting, interesting. Mustard on my lips. Not in the corner. That incident from 20 years ago? Why the sudden question? Did you hear any particular information? We've heard that the diadem seems to have been lost 20 years ago and some contestants' personality has changed. Seem to know a lot about that. Wikas, is there something you're not telling us? Not exactly. I was 5 years old when it happened. How could I know? But there are things I've never told anyone. I'm actually part of the Academia's Extravaganza's planning committee because of the influence of a senior colleague. That senior colleague and I met on a trip. He was a bit timid and would always flee and cower somewhere at the first sign of an emergency. One day 4 years ago, I said to him, I want to go back to the Academia. The Academia Extravaganza is about to begin. And then, on mentioning the Academia Extravaganza, he got startled and said something about, it has nothing to do with me. When I said goodbye to him, he insisted on getting a drink with me. After several drinks, he started talking all sorts of nonsense. I also had too many, and in my drunken stupor, I didn't really hear him that well. I only remember that he said he had lost the diadem of knowledge for a while. He was in charge of the distribution and recovery of the diadem of knowledge, and that he nearly had a heart attack upon realizing that the diadem was missing. Fortunately, he finally found it in a tree hole, the one we saw before. He said that the diadem of knowledge is a very valuable treasure which is recorded in many ancient books. Legend has it that it was built by a famous craftsman in ancient times and carries a secret that no one knows. Sachin had entrusted the Academia to safeguard the diadem after all. If my senior was responsible for the diadem's disappearance, he could not afford to pay for it with his meager wealth. Even if the loss was temporary, no one should know of it, lest the Academia find him guilty of gross negligence. So he covered it up. Yes, it seems that he also said that many people came to inquire about it, including children, but he said that the diadem had never been lost. He was so scared that when things blew over, he quit his job and left the Academia. I drank too much that night, and when I woke up the next day, he was gone. The more I thought about it, the more I had a bad feeling that issues would crop up in the Academia Extravaganza if entrusted to someone like him. I didn't have a job at the time, so I joined the Academia Extravaganza planning committee. I tried to investigate things on the inside too, but I couldn't find anything. And the diadem was found, and the man whose personality was said to have changed was dead, and there was nothing to be found. Still, 20 years is still a long time, long enough that the people involved from the beginning no longer remember nor care. That's all I know. If you're curious, keep investigating and maybe one day you'll discover the truth. That's easy for you to say. We don't have much to go on. Do you have any more information, like where the senior colleague went? I haven't heard from him. Later, I also went to the desert to look for him, but in the vast desert, it was almost impossible to run into him. To make up for it, I do have information on Sachin. Would you like to hear it? Yeah, tell us. When I was traveling, I did so with an Eremite commander. While we were chatting, he said he came into possession of an article written by an academia researcher. He seemed to think it was something precious and refused to show it to anyone, only to let me peek at it at my request. I only caught a glimpse of it, but I saw that it was signed by Sachin. I didn't know who Sachin was, nor did I care. After joining the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee, I found out that he was an important member of the Vahumana Darshan who sponsored the event. If you're interested, you can find the Eremite commander in the desert. He's usually in the Valley of Dahri. Information related to Sachin. Alright, let's go take a look. This is longer than I was expecting, but okay. The Valley of Dahri. Or not, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Just didn't pop up at first. There he is. What do you want? Oh, this guy looks real fierce. Either say your piece or leave. I have no time for you. Yeah, part 1 finished before our village. This is now part 2 of the 20-year-old quest. Okay. Part 2 is probably a bit longer. Actually, we heard that you have Sachin's article on you, so we were wondering if we could take a look. Are you kidding me? No, why would you ask that? Seems like you guys really don't know. Some time ago, I had the article appraised. Turns out it's nothing more than a personal travel journal, and it is of little value. He hired my father to keep him safe. That Sachin fellow would often walk, ask, write, and mumble. There was one time his papers were blown away by the wind. He said it was no big deal. My father, however, thought that things written by intellectuals must be valuable, so he looked around for them at night with a torch. None among my family can read. My father cherished this article and then passed it on to me. I had no idea it was completely worthless. Sounds unfortunate, but do you still have it? Yes, you want to have a look? You can look at as much as you want. Since it's not worth anything, there's no need for me to be so stingy. That's a lot. Okay. Some food. Okay. There we go. Once the gods reigned supreme, all life flocked to them like sheep seeking shepherds. All those who'd suffered did so in silence. Now divine power has dwindled while human wisdom has blossomed. However, those who suffer face suffering still. There's a saying in Liyue that goes, life is like lodging at an inn, and in Inazuma, all things are but void. It hurts every time I read these words. I tried to seek the reason for this. The wheel of time turns, and the only constant throughout Sumeru's history is human nature. Since arriving in the desert, I've conducted a total of 64 experiments over the course of 7 years. Men are like prisoners or captured animals, feeding on each other's happiness until one is doomed to eternal torment. Therefore, while there is gain, there must be loss. Where there is happiness, there is agony. Everyone is a victim, but everyone is also a perpetrator. Greed and numbness reside in the heart of humanity. Driven by greed, humans choose to commit evil, and numbness is why they turn a blind eye to the evil of others. But if this is what the world is, what is then the meaning of the world? The future is to the present as the present is to the past. Peace was never an option, it's the goose. Conflict is the eternal truth. Everything, from my knowledge, my wisdom to my life, is but nothingness. Oh, you found Mr. Doom and Gloom notes. White Kaneko, welcome onto the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. I did find Mr. Doom and Gloom notes. Yeah, the nihilism is real on his notes. It really is. It really is. Literally just finished this? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So this is the article that Sichin wrote. Judging from the crummy handwriting, Paimon can't say exactly why, but Paimon has the feeling that he was going through a tough time. Well, we're done reading it. Thank you very much. You're welcome. It's not worth any money, but I'm going to keep it anyway. After all, my father entrusted it to me. Come see me again if you want to look at it again. Alright, thanks, man. Well, that's it from that. It looks like there's no further part at the moment, so I'm guessing it's going to be part of this after like part 3 or something, maybe? Perhaps. Alright. Anything else I need to do? So I'm probably gonna continue the other act later. Battle pass stuff. What do I need to do in the battle pass? Cook. Yeah, cook. Do my cooking and forging. Did you see Baiju's demo? Oh, I did. It's so good. I loved it so much. It's so good. Still need to watch it? Rain, you gotta get on that. It's so good. It's so, so good. Only one bonus, damn. Forging. Almost level 40. Fun fact, all the firefly symbolism was actually important. Fireflies in China are actually a romantic symbol. Interesting. Interesting, then. I'm wondering what that'll mean with Baizhu and Changsheng. I'm excited for Baiju's story quest. Probably going to be doing it... I don't know how I'm going to be doing it. Maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday. We'll see. Definitely going to be doing it soon. A lot of lined up I need to do. A lot of stuff, a lot of events. So we shall see. I don't know why I climbed up here, but...
Here you are.
Going to the top of the Adventurers Guild now, apparently. Because why not? Look at that. That's pretty. That must hurt. That must hurt your foot, I'll hate them a little bit. That looks painful. But I don't think I have anything else to do right now because I don't want to keep going with Act 2 right now because I am getting a bit tired. I've been live for almost 3 hours and I do have work to do. I'm probably going to go out for a little drive because it's a nice day out. So, I think that's all I can do right now. What is this? Oh, that's what that is. I remember that now. All these items that I don't remember getting. But you don't push yourself, have some rest. Yeah, I need to learn to do that. I need to learn not to push myself. That's kind of important, isn't it? But yeah, it's gonna be pretty much oh, I forgot about that. I have every character at friendship level 10 at the moment. Like the next 12 hours, or 24 hours, not 12 hours. But yeah, next 23 hours. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna take some rest because I definitely need that. Go up for a drive for a little bit and then plan some videos for next week. I think next week is gonna be 7 wonders of the 3.1 desert, so this area, these 3, and then the lore of the other new artifact set, Vorokasha's Glow, I believe is the name. Yeah. So yeah, good luck to all Baizhu wanters tomorrow. Baizhu wanters will be Baizhu havers. I'm gonna be doing a stream tomorrow evening, about somewhere between 6:30 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. For Baizhu pulls. It's gonna be just a quick stream. We're gonna do Baizhu pulls, we're gonna do Baizhu weapon pulls, and that's gonna be it. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Wish you all luck. If any of you are pulling for Baizhu or his weapon, I'm wishing you luck for him. And if you're going for Ganyu too, wish you luck on her. So yeah. I need to transition here. So I look small there. But yeah, enjoy the banner tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your days. Yeah, good luck on Baizhu. Good luck on Ganyu if you're pulling for her. So yeah, have a wonderful day. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day too. Bye everyone.